me about your coaching. You're coaching people now
Yeah.
all over all different spectrums, all different.
Yep, all different ages and abilities. And I think my youngest client's 14 years old. My oldest is, I think, 76.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
What do you tell a 76-year-old?
go out and ride. No, it's been great. It's been great. You know, some people are professional cyclists, triathletes, and others are, you know, getting ready for just a 50 to 100 mile charity ride.
Neat.
And you know, I have one guy who's not doing any of that. He just wants to beat up on his buddies on the weekend. So
Nice.
it's been fun. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I enjoy the wide spectrum, and a lot of people think, oh, I only coach, you know, elite cyclists, but it's nice. It's nice working with beginners and seeing, because the progression's just like that.
Right.
And it's really fun. I've been surprised at how gratifying it is, like seeing people succeed and knowing that you're a big part of that.
Let's do a few questions. In the back.
What if you're just a slow rider and you can't keep up with the field?
That's all right. That's all right. What kind of training do you do? Do you do any training?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most likely 4 to 5 days a week.
Yeah. Well, I think
20 mile, 25 mile rides.
typically, what do you do during those 25 miles? Like, do you just ride the same pace or steady?
Yeah, it's a steady.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No, it's more about maybe instead of going this speed the whole time, slow it down, do interval training where you go maybe 3 to 5 minutes at a time at a lot harder pace than you normally would go, and then recovering a lot slower than you would normally ride, and then doing it again and again.
Do you ride the same circuit a lot?
No, I have good rides.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I mean, interval training does amazing things for your cycling fitness. If you always go out and ride at the same pace, you know, you're not really going to increase that speed. Sure, you'll probably have decent endurance, but if it just comes down to you can't hang with the maybe faster riders, that'll increase your speed a lot on the bike, for sure.
Like every day I hit the Longfellow Bridge as hard as I can.
Think about
on my way in.
quality,
That's spike.
Quality over the volume, and you know, don't worry about what your average speed is at the end of the day. I don't like average speed. Like a lot of people, how was your ride? Well, I averaged 20 miles an hour. That's not what I asked. How's it, you know?
Right.
And I'd rather you know, say you average 15 miles an hour for the ride. I'd rather you average 12, but go out and do some intense intervals where you were going 18 or maybe 20 miles an hour. You'll get a lot faster and a lot. You'll be surprised.
And we'll talk offline too when we're done here on some of that. Yep.
Actually, I'm doing the Best Buddies ride, and this is actually related to non-Best Buddies ride. I ride a single speed mountain bike that I do a 50-mile mountain bike race every year.
Yeah.
And the challenge I run into there is I just am not getting faster. It's a single speed, so I can't really adjust my gearing, and I ride a 22 in the rear. How do I get faster with that?
So it's a 50 mile?
It's a 50-mile mountain bike race, but I ride it on a single speed, so I can't really make the bike faster.
Vermont 50 mile?
It is the Vermont
Yeah.
50, and I'm trying to get faster on the bike, but I ride a geared road bike and I have a geared mountain bike.
Right.
How should I sort of interchange to get faster just for the Vermont 50?
Well, similar things, you know, doing intervals, becoming more efficient, having more of an efficient pedal stroke, being more comfortable at a higher cadence. Obviously, if you're in the same gear every year, you need to pedal it faster to become faster. You know, you can't just put it in a bigger gear. You need to become more efficient pedaling higher and higher at a higher cadence.
Do you ride it fixed?
No,
Not fixed, but
it's got a
Not
freewheel
really,
hub.
but do you have a fixed gear?
single gear.
It's a single speed mountain bike, so it's got a 32 tooth in the front and 22
I
or
can tell you a little
20
bit more
on.
afterwards. 'Cause
Definitely.
I have a few ideas.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, but
Consider a fixed gear road bike too. It teaches you how to spin.
yeah, I mean, pedal efficiency is key. Pedal efficiency is key.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How important is a mentor to you? Like when you went through your phases of your life
Yeah.
to where you are now, did you have a mentor that was consistent in your career and your bike?
Throughout my whole career,
Or just at some
you know,
point?
different ones sort of as I got older. Let's see, in 1996, my second year as a professional, my like roommate on the road was a guy named Andy Hampton, who was in his final year as a professional cyclist, and he won the Tour of Italy, the Giro d'Italia, and it was a great experience for me. You know, I was just starting, and he was just finishing, and you know, I asked him so many questions, and you know, he was such a great person, and such a I felt like it was without that 1 year, I don't know what I'd be here today. He helped me a lot, so I'm still good friends with him to this day. You know, it's about really just asking questions, finding somebody who's better than you are in the sport, and you know, picking their brain.
In the back.
What do you think about spin classes as training?
Yeah.
I mean, you said you coach someone that used a trainer every morning, but
Yeah.
do spin classes with the
Spin classes are great. You know, I'd recommend also riding your road bike either on a trainer or outside as well. But I think they're great. They help you a lot with pedal efficiency. And you know, it helps too that, you know, you go to a class, it kind of helps with the motivation. You know, certainly, if you have to ride in a spin class all week and you can ride maybe outdoors or on your road bike during the weekend, that's fantastic.
About a month ago, I was on track for the 100 for Best Buddies, but then I got a concussion, and so I haven't done a thing.
Okay.
Is it still possible?
Oh,
I've kind of given up hope, but is it still possible, do you think?
The last thing you lose is your endurance. You know, the first thing you lose is when you take time off is you know, your speed. You know,
Oh,
you
okay.
might slow down a little bit. You know, you might not get the time you're hoping to finish.
Right, well, I'm not worried about
That's
the
not
time.
good. It's just about doing it and being there.
So there is hope.
Supporting a great cause, absolutely. But the last thing you lose is your endurance.
Oh, okay.
You've been cycling a long time, we were talking earlier, so you'll be surprised.
Oh, good, good.
And you can't,
Are
are you allowed to get your heart rate elevated?
Yeah, I will start back out tomorrow. I'm on
Okay,
school
good.
vacation,
Oh,
so I
you're
can
good,
start
you're
back
good.
out slowly
You're
tomorrow.
good. Yeah, start out, don't do too much
Right.
straight away. You'll be okay.
All right, one more. And then you guys can have one-on-one time. Since you ate the Cheetos with the fork, you get the credit. So she wears a black dress and eats Cheetos with the fork.
Great idea.
Keeps your fingers clean. So you talked a little bit about cross training. So what are some of the things that you would recommend for cross training? So
Yeah.
I play soccer a couple of times a week.
Great.
So hopefully I won't have any injuries.
Right.
But if there's anything else like regards to swimming or weightlifting or is it running?
Yeah,
What-
swimming, running, weightlifting's great. You know, hiking if you can do that. I think I'm in an indoor soccer league in Colorado. It's been a blast.
Well, we need another player, so.
All of the above, really. But I think weightlifting helps a lot, like especially in the winter. It can prevent a lot of injuries. All of the above, really. But really not, I'd say not too much of one particular thing. You know. You have to, obviously, if you want to try running, do it. If you're a cyclist and want to try running, start out very, very slow. You know, it's like, and if you don't, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So, you know, it's like, for example, if you haven't lifted weights in a year, you don't go out and just smash the weights. You really got to take baby steps. You know, running is very similar to that. But I think variety is key. Keeping it fresh. You know.
Were you at CSC when they did the military training camp?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but Team CSC, they're run by a Danish rider, Bjorn Rees. Great rider, but he brings the whole team to a military like boot camp.
Yeah.
And you guys are up to your waist in water and stuff.
Yeah, there's some good stories. I can talk to you guys about it after if you want. But yeah, some pretty cool stories and really just pushing your limits of learning, you know, how people react really when they're
Under stress.
under a serious stress. Right. Yeah, and it's pretty eye-opening. Also, mountain biking. Mountain biking is great. You know, a lot of fun. And it feels, if you're just used to the road, it feels like a totally different sport. It feels like you're cross-training. Don't you agree?
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I ride a cross bike. Yeah, it's great. It's so much fun. Tyler's going to have some time with you guys one-on-one. And I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Tyler for flying in.